I have planted seeds of kindness. I'm sure it gives such a beautiful feeling. And thinking that, beginning the day on a positive note. But I have a quick question for you, all of you. How many of you have ever been called too nice and felt insulted because of that? Or how many of you done something kind for someone and then spent rest of the day feeling genuinely happy about it? Thank you. Thank you. So today we're going to discover why the second feeling is pure gold and why kindness isn't just about being nice, it's about being powerful. So kindness is like a boomerang. So I believe all of you know what a boomerang is, that it's kind of a weapon. Of course, it's founded in the Australian text that when you throw it, comes back. So it always finds its way back, kindness. But here's the thing about boomerangs that most people don't realize. The person throwing it gets to experience the joy of the throw and the surprise of the return. And when you practice kindness, you get a double gift: the immediate satisfaction of giving and the unexpected ways it comes back to you. So, let me tell you about two women I know. One is Priyanka, and she says yes to everything. She agrees with everyone, avoids conflict, and smiles even when she's uncomfortable. People call her so nice, but she often feels exhausted and resentful. Now, the other woman, Kavita, she sometimes says no. She speaks up when needed, sets boundaries, but when she sees someone struggling, truly struggling, she moves heaven and earth to help. She's not always nice, but she's deeply kind. So here's the difference: niceness is about being liked, and kindness is about being helpful. So niceness asks, what do they want to hear? And kindness, it asks, what do they need right now? So we can say niceness is people pleasing with a smile, whereas kindness is soul serving with intention. So let's think of kindness as emotional wealth. Every time you practice genuine kindness, you're not just helping someone else, you're making a deposit in your own happiness account. So let me share a story about a 16-year-old boy, Ravi, who used to be a quiet kid in the class. So one day, he noticed a new girl sitting alone during lunch. So instead of joining his usual group, he sat with her, shared his tiffin, and asked about her old school. Now, that small act, it changed everything. Not just for her, she found her first friend, but for him too. He discovered he actually enjoyed connecting with people. And that one moment of kindness rippled into confidence that transformed his entire personality. So, here's what most people don't realize about kindness: that you never know where it ends. Meera auntie runs a small grocery store. Every morning, she gives free biscuits to the street children who pass by. So one day, a well dressed man watched her do this. Turns out he was a school principal, and those children, they are now in his school on full scholarships. See, the Meera thought she was just giving biscuits, but actually, she was changing futures. And that's the thing about kindness. It's not just an act, it's an activation. It activates something beautiful in everyone it touches. So, when you practice kindness, your brain releases something called serotonin, the happiness chemical. But here's the fascinating part: both the giver and the receiver gets this boost. And get this, even people who just witness kindness get the same chemical high. So when you're kind, you're literally spreading happiness like a contagious smile. Shreya, a college student, started leaving encouraging notes in library books. She never signed her name, never expected credit, but students started finding these notes during stressful exam periods. And the whole atmosphere in the library shifted. People started being more helpful to each other, more patient, more kind. So, one person's kindness created a culture of kindness. So, it's kindness is not about grand gestures, it's about small, consistent acts that become who you are. So, let's talk about the morning kindness. Start with the family. Instead of rushing through breakfast, really listen when your mother talks about her day plans. Ask your younger brother about his upcoming test. So it's like connectivity with the family during the mornings. So just when the day begins. Then the commute kindness. Offer your seat to someone who needs it more. Smile at the bus conductor. Say thank you to the auto driver. It'll bring smiles on everyone's face. Then the work or school kindness. Compliment a colleague genuinely. Help a classmate who's struggling. Include the person who usually sits alone. And then, towards the end of the day, the evening kindness. Call a relative you haven't spoken to in a while. Help with the household chores without being asked. Listen, really listen to someone's day. So, the most powerful kindness is often the unexpected kind. Like when Anjali, a busy working mother, saw her building security guard looking tired during his night shift. So instead of just walking past, she brought him hot tea and asked him about his family. And that guard, he started taking extra care of everyone in the building. And the whole community became more secure and connected. Or when 15-year-old Arjun noticed his teacher seemed stressed, he left a small plant with a note saying, "Thank you for making math interesting." And that teacher kept that plant on her desk for years and says it reminded her why she loved teaching. So these weren't planned acts of kindness. They were moments of human connection that happened because someone chose to see and care. So every time you practice kindness, you're building something precious. And what is that? a reputation with the universe, not for recognition, but for resilience. So when you consistently put kindness into the world, life has a way of being kinder to you, not because it's transactional, but because you become the kind of person who notices and receives kindness. You start attracting kind people. You start seeing opportunities instead of obstacles. And you start feeling grateful instead of entitled. So here's your challenge for today, the triple kindness challenge. That is, be kind to three people in unexpected ways today. Now, it can be someone in your family. So try to be in a way you usually wouldn't, or a stranger, someone you normally not interact with, and then someone who's been difficult. So this is like an advanced level. And when you sleep tonight, ask yourself, what kindness did I spread today? And how did it feel? And if you people like journaling, mentioning those acts of kindness will make even your journal looks beautiful, full of kindness. So don't just think about it, feel it. Notice how kindness changes your energy, your mood, your entire perspective, not only towards the day, but towards yourself, towards your life. So here's what I've learned about practicing kindness daily. It doesn't just make you a better person, it makes you a happier person. Because kindness is the one thing that simultaneously serves others and serves yourself. It's the one investment that pays dividend immediately and compounds every time. So it has a compounding effect. So when you make kindness your daily practice, you stop being someone who occasionally does kind things. You become someone who is kind. It becomes your natural response, your default setting, your signature in this world. And here's the most beautiful part. In a world that can sometimes feel harsh, you become proof that goodness still exists. You become someone's reason to believe in humanity again. So, here's my invitation to you, don't wait kindness to find you. Don't wait for others to be kind first. And don't wait for the perfect moment or that deserving person. Start today. Start small. Start with the person next to you. Because kindness is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And the stronger your kindness muscle becomes, the more beautiful your life becomes. And remember, in a world where you can be anything, choose to be kind. Not because the world deserves it, but because you deserve to live in a kinder world. And the only way to guarantee that, create it one act of kindness at a time. So now you can go out there and be someone's reason to smile today. So, with that thought, thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening.